Hi, it's Nicole for Bella Boulevard, and today I'm working with the new Snowflake season, and I'm using snow products with everyday photos. I do not live in a region that gets snow. We don't have, I guess, a true winter where I'm at, so I'm very jealous of those of you who are going to have gorgeous snow photos to pair with Snowflake season. However, I'm going to kind of show you guys that you don't need to have snow to dive into this collection. I absolutely love the color palette of this collection, and so I'm just going to lean into some of my favorite patterns. I absolutely love when Bella does these solid stripe papers, and I'm going to use that to cut a border strip. I'm not using a sketch today. Sometimes if I am not in the mood for a sketch, or sometimes if I'm intimidated by a collection, which I think in this case I might have been, I just lean into previous designs that I liked, that worked, and are really easy and simple, but you can still modify them to make them look a little bit different. A few months ago, I made a layout with I want to say it was the Caitlin collection, and it was for a sports awards night for my daughter. And I did a simple design that had some vertical strips on the edges. It left the middle open to put my photos, title, journaling, and kind of have everything be together. I've done versions of this with the October section of My Life 365, in which I did more of a horizontal version with some tilted like border strips. This is just a go-to for me when I want to play with something, but I'm not sure what I want to do. So I lean into previous designs that were quick, they were easy, and they worked for me, and I loved the end result. And every time I change something up a little bit and kind of breathe new life into that design element. I am going to take a border punch to those rainbow stripes. This is super old. I don't think you can find it anymore. It is called Bumpy Road, and I want to say it's from EK Success. I'm not 100% sure. Sometimes you can find stuff like this in a Facebook destash group or eBay. There are digital versions on like Silhouette Studio. You could probably almost make one. You can, take some circles and weld them together and then give it like a straight edge for the border. I have held on to this for years because the edge is very similar to the older style Bella Boulevard border stickers, and those were always the first thing that would get used up in a collection for me, and a lot of times I would want to if I was doing a double page. And so when I found this punch, it was love at first punch, and I have held on to it. But this is one of those things where it doesn't really matter the pattern. I just want to have a fun shape there. If I'd thought about it, I would have pulled out a snowflake border that I have in my stash and doesn't get much use, but I didn't think about it at the time. That could be a fun element on something like this, or even something super simple like a scallop border, or because the Bella Boulevard border stickers are a true 12-inch size, you could even take two different border stickers from the 12 by 12 sticker sheet and put them in place of this instead. So I'm going to go ahead and attach those to my layout, and I do want to say this was definitely one of those things where what I thought would work, I didn't like in application. Mentally, I was thinking I would have two photos stacked together towards the left, two photos stacked together towards the right, and I was going to take the wintertime title off of the chipboard sheet and have it be spelled out in vertical orientation between the photos. I'm gonna do a test run and just not press them down really hard. I want to kind of see if this is gonna work first. And at first I'm thinking, yeah, it's cute, it's working. once I get everything down, I didn't like it. I think seeing it written out on the chipboard sheet, it was just so cute on there that when I changed the orientation, it looked too different for me. So I'm going to pivot and I'm going to pull up those photos and reconfigure a plan here. But the design that I'm kind of going with leaves this open area pretty open to moving things around and changing things. You know, if you had horizontal photos or two horizontal, two vertical, this orientation will still work for that. So I'm going to move the wintertime title down below my photos. And by doing this, this is going to open up a design element that I love doing when I do this type of layout where the margins have like fun borders and everything is in the middle. I really like to do really long journaling strips to visually fill up the space underneath the title, and I think it's going to work out better with the title being like this. And then because these photos are obviously not snow themed, I am going to continue to build my title from the Blvd alphabet stickers. These photos I took quickly each morning before my daughter went off to winter practice, which was just last week. This is probably the closest you will ever see me use real-time photos and then immediately turn around and do a layout. But I told her that I needed a winter-themed project. Since I have found some photos in my computer that I'm like, oh, these would have worked well too, but I just had this idea in my head, and so I had to kind of run with it. And so I took the like tile letters that are on the Blvd's alphabet sticker sheet, and I picked a different color and spelled out competition practice week. And so I made a custom title that fit the photos that I'm working with. And then I'm using more like simple pieces from the sticker sheet. I took one of the scallop borders and cut it into pieces and tucked it next to my photos. I took the pink photo frames, put them on some foam adhesive, and put them on the outer edges of two of my photos. And then I opened up the icon die cut pack, dug through everything, and really leaned into these snowflakes. I feel like this is a collection where I am going to be creatively stretching it just because I'm not going to have traditional snow photos ever. So using up a ton of the snowflake icons on this layout doesn't bother me. I'm going with that vibe of it's winter, and then the colors to me are very feminine and fun and youthful. She's not wearing any of these colors, and that's okay. I mean, I could have changed the photos to be black and white, but I'm okay if, you know, she has bright red shorts in the photo and there's no red in the layout. I'm somebody who very much, I'm okay if my photos and my paper don't match. So I'm going to sprinkle all of these snowflake icons almost in a diagonal across the layout. This is something that's also really easy to change up with this design style. You could do more traditional 3 cluster placement. You could sprinkle things from the top to the bottom. You could do horizontal. Endless possibilities. Some of these I popped up on foam adhesive. Some of them I kept flat, tucked behind the photos. Because I've moved my photos so many times, I am going to go through and just take some liquid glue and tack down those corners so that they don't get caught on anything. And then I did go ahead and grab the puffy stickers for snowflake season. There's a lot of really small snowflake circles that are in here that kind of match the ones from the die cut pack. So I'm going to fill in some of these open areas with those little circles, and then there was some just solid color circles, almost like an enamel dot, but made out of the puffy material, and just kind of sprinkle those in as well. I did almost unconsciously keep things grouped by color. So I kind of had a blue section, a pink section, a purple section, and then repeated the pink section. Definitely could mix it up, mix up the colors. I think my brain just likes when all the colors go together like this. Gonna flip over my layout, cut off any of the die cuts that are hanging over the edge. And then I went ahead and I just type up my journaling. I changed the page orientation to be landscape and changed the margins to be as wide as possible so that this will print out almost to 11 inches. It's a little shorter than that. And I just kind of typed up what I wanted to say and was able to squeeze in the dates for these photos as well. And everything fit within 3 strips. Sometimes if I have a word or two that bounces over to an extra line and I don't want to have a couple words on another line, I'll either reword things, change the font size, play with the margins. Ultimately, I want everything to sort of stay within these 3 journal strips, if that makes sense. And I'm going to get these attached with 1mm foam adhesive as well. So again, no snow photos, but such a cute layout, such a simple design. I'm telling you, these products are so easy to work with and kind of stretch yourself creatively with your subject matter. So here is the completed layout photos and a couple detail shots so you can see some of those bits and pieces from the sticker sheet that I pulled in, and a close-up of the journaling and the title. So with that, I'm going to leave you guys here. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you take a second look at Snowflake season, and let me know if you have any questions in the comments, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye!